Okay, hello and thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your very own AI-powered applications. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, exactly as it says, you can create your own applications within seconds, and even applications that are actually powered by AI. So in other words, you could create an app that you could potentially sell to your team, to your users, to your customers, that could automate certain tasks because it's connected up to AI, such as if you wanted to create an email template generator, or if you wanted to create a custom headline, subheadline generator, or whatever, you could do that, and literally within seconds. You can do it with simple code. You can do it with any shared server or hosting. And you could create this such an application, and your users could even pay you to have access to this app that I'm going to show you how you can create literally within seconds. Now check this out. Well, first of all, I created this course. It's free. I'll put the link below to this course, and I'm about to add this exact video into this course as a bonus that's going to teach you how to do so much more. All right, but what you get also with this course is it teaches you how to create AI apps using ChatGPT. Okay, so a lot of you are already using ChatGPT, but imagine being able to just have the right prompts or have the right know-how to tell ChatGPT what you want. No coding experience. I don't even have any coding experience myself. Okay, but I've been able to create systems such as MLM Lead Pro. Many of you know my flagship system that took 2 weeks to make. And it's a full-blown membership system. It's a done-for-you, replicatable, rebrandable system that allows my team to sign up. It's got built-in funnel builder for my users to use. Okay, it's got built-in analytics tools. It's got built-in marketing features. You name it. And I built that system, the first version before launch. I built it in 2 weeks. All right. Actually 3 weeks, but the first week I was just messing around. But by the end of the first week, I figured out what I was going to do and build that. I mean, in this entire training and the course system that I'm hosting my course on was built with AI as well. But I'm just basically teaching you how to do a lot of stuff like creating applications and stuff like that. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how you can create an app like this. AI email generator. How would you like to be able to create an application within seconds, no coding experience, that could basically allow you to generate an email template, a marketing template, okay, using AI built in. Okay, so here's what it does. First of all, I'm just going to show you an example of what it does. Obviously, we need an AI key, okay, an open AI key. This is the connector. Now, you could actually hard code this into your own code, so you could hide this so that your users would use yours. But bearing in mind, guys, if you decide to use your own, there are token limits, that you have to pay for. It's like minuscule. It's very small, but it can add up if you've got a lot of users using your API key. So that's why I've added this in there, so your users could, have a way of adding their API key. But it's up to you. If you're selling a product, then, you work that into your price, and you put your API key right in there. So obviously I'm going to blur my API key out anyway. I'm not going to use it anyway. Even if you found out what my API key is, I'm not using it. I'm going to delete it after this training course. So I'm going to copy my API key that I get from OpenAI. Basically, you need to go to OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI. Just do a Google search, and then you're looking for your API key. But what you need to do is you need to go to the platform. Okay, and this is the developer platform. Okay, then you need to sign in. Okay, but what you need is you need to go down to get your API key, wherever that is. Okay, hold on, let me go back. API key. So anyway, once you're in your dashboard, okay, and you go to the API keys. You can create a new API key. You just name it what you want, and then create your secret key. It'll create it for you. Copy it down. and then obviously you would create your application, or you can allow users to have a way of adding their API key into your application. That way you don't have to pay for their usage. Now it's up to you. If you want to make it really convenient for people because they're paying you, you might want to just set it so that you are the one who's paying for their usage. Okay, that way that this would be hidden. It would be more easier for them. But on the other hand, you'd have to pay for it. But if they're paying you to use your software, you decide. Then you do a product description. Say, for example, I am promoting a free system. Okay, let's call it free marketing system called to help people grow. Okay, that'll do. Now, personalization tag. What I've done here is if I'm using an application like, for example, MileageGen Secret, now obviously there is a personalization tag that can be filled in. This is for mail merge. It's quite powerful. So get response or Aweber or whatever application you're using, Leads Leap. This would be replaced with the person's first name. Okay. What kind of length? Let's have medium. What company are you promoting? Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, let's go down and copy my referral link. Copy to clipboard. Go back. Paste that in there. My name. So what tone? Curiosity driven, friendly, hype. Okay, let's do friendly. Contact info optional. Okay, let's just do an email address. This goes into the signature. Do I want to include a PS, maybe a PPS, maybe some additional subject line of suggestions? So then we click generate, and it should generate. There it is. So there's the email. Okay, so hey, blah, 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 and it filled it in for me. Okay, are you looking to take your online business to the next level? Look no further, blah, 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 MLM Lead Pro, free marketing system design. So yeah, it's also inserted my referral link, and then I can just copy that to clipboard, put that in there, go here, and just paste that in there. Oops, that's, okay. That's the subject line I'm going to use. Okay, so yeah, that's just check your email and so on before sending it. But basically, that's what you could offer. You've got some other suggestions they've given you, and then you can copy those. But basically, you've created an application with some serious value. All right, that you could send out to your team. Now, what was the prompt that I used? And I'm going to give you this prompt. Okay, it's going to be part of the lesson. Okay, so I basically said, okay, so you're going to create a fully functional HTML JavaScript app that allows users to generate an AI written email base on a few form inputs, blah blah blah. So it gives it the various instructions. It's not that long, but one prompt like this, okay, basically spat out literally within seconds the entire code that I need. Okay. So all I do is I just click in there, look at the code. Okay, if you want, you can preview the code right within ChatGPT. Okay, and you can copy it to clipboard, open it up into, save it, test.html. Whatever, okay. And then open it up into a browser, and there it is. Okay. So, then, you could go back to the chat GPT and you could just ask it more features, such as, can we have a way of, so for example, so then it goes back in and it re-edits. It knows exactly what it needs to do, even though my request was not that articulate or whatever. I'm just talking to it like a friend, and it's just going down and recoding and implementing those features that I requested. So you just go back in and add those, and then you just update and add new features by asking ChatGPT with simple language, okay, as if you're talking to a friend. You don't have to know any coding whatsoever. ChatGPT just gets it, and it's almost done. We're talking seconds, guys. You're creating applications, you're requesting new features, you're saying, can we do this, can we do that, or what do you suggest here, what do you suggest there? And I'm just going to copy that, open up my code again, paste that new code in there. Sorry, to refresh my page. So let's see if it's done. So I'm going to get my API key again. I mean, some of the things you could suggest to ChatGPT, could we have a save feature for the API key so it stays in there every time it loads? I'm just going to run through this really quickly. Let's say, for example, let me do it by voice. Promoting a company called Live Good. Oops, it's not going to work. Promoting a company called Live Good, which is a health and wellness company with affordable, high quality supplement products. I don't know. I'm going to, okay, we're going to do a short one. Okay, so my name is Edward. Curiosity, let's keep it at that. Okay, well, we'll just have that, and then that'll do. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so it's generating. So you see that generating icon that appeared? So it did it nicely. And it didn't need to create the subject lines because I didn't select that. But I guess if you try again, see the animation came in. Okay, so that was powerful, and it regenerates it. So if you don't like it, you can try again. Let's change. Let's tweak a few things. Okay, did we do that was short. Okay, so let's do a long one, something detailed. Doesn't. Okay, it looks like this is not working. So then you would go back into ChatGPT. Says it doesn't look like it's doing a short email versus medium versus detailed. They all seem like the same. So you go back into ChatGPT. So don't think that just by giving it one prompt, you think that you're going to get the final application. You're working through it. ChatGPT is not always perfect. It doesn't do everything that you ask for always. Just that's why we do bug testing, and that's why we tweak things and request more things. So you do it, you test, you go back to ChatGPT, you tweak features, or you add stuff. You're doing a back and forth. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's pretty powerful. Okay, it does it gives you a pretty powerful application. I'm going to give you this text prompt so that you can use something like this. But some of the things that you could probably come up with, such as I don't know, you could get it something more simple like a headline, subheadline generator, or something like a lead magnet generator, or a Facebook post generator for you just for network marketers. You type in the company you're promoting. It'll be something kind of similar to this. So rather than an email generator, you could create a social media post generator, or something more specific like I don't know, well, just something related to something more targeted, like Twitter, for example. If you want to work specifically with Twitter, okay, create some tweets, or maybe, it could output different scenarios. So you could have one simple form, but the output would be for different platforms. Like, you'd have a copy and paste for Facebook, another copy and paste, which would be a shorter version for Twitter, and then you have a variant for Instagram, because Instagram doesn't allow for external links, so it'll leave that out, and instead it will put in something like, for more information, DM me for access or whatever. So yeah, you could do you could make some pretty powerful applications that you could potentially sell. All right, I hope this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and check out the course. I'll put the link below to the training course, and I'll be adding this particular video further down in the course as a kind of an extra module. All right, cheers guys, and see you in the next training. Bye for now.